Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a coaching session with my ADC student. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Izzy. I'm a semi-professional player in the European Family. I'm Masters 200 LP. A bit depressing, I know. But yeah, I really want to try to get at least 400 LP, 500 LP this season, and maybe push to GM at some point.
I
So that's
like
my
it.
goal.
Nice, nice. So today we're going to be reviewing a Jinx into Vayne game. So immediately, okay, actually, when you look at Vayne, right, what is the one thing that scares you? Because there should be one very particular thing.
Her all-in potential
Yes.
is
Mhm.
very scary, especially with like gap closing. If I'm not playing my maximum range as Jinx, then she
Mhm.
can just queue forward and basically win a trade if my Thresh fucks up.
Yep.
Or if I fuck up with positioning or missing spells.
Mhm. And then that's really good. So literally the only thing Vayne has going for her is her fighting. So if she doesn't get the fighting off, she's kind of fucked. But with really good Vayne players, like they can manage even hard lanes. Important thing is her fighting is really good, but her level 6 1v1, you do not want to isolate yourself versus the champion. She will literally run you down the entire lane. Even if you're halfway through the lane, she's kind of like a Yasuo, if you think about it like that. Even if you have a wave in front of you, she will be able to kill you because her R is just like a AD steroid and gives her movement speed. So that's kind of cool.
Yep.
So
I mean, a lot of,
mhm.
sorry,
No, you can go
a
ahead.
lot of Vayne players, they will literally just sit in a bush and they will
Yes.
wait for you to walk up for a wave. And
Yes.
as soon as you're even in auto range of the minions, she will just ult and then queue behind you, and then there's nothing you can do. Especially
Yeah.
in AD carry when they just you to a wall, and then you're fucked, right?
Yeah.
So
So those are that's like the main thing I'm focusing on for my 1v1. Okay, so other than that, 2v2s. Do you think you're winning in fighting? Do you think you're winning in push? Do you think short trades, long trades? What are your thoughts?
I think long trades at max range are winnable. It's just everything at max range is winnable.
Okay.
If I let her get on top of me at all, I will
Mm-hmm.
lose short trades and I will lose long trades.
Mm-hmm.
Push as Jinx, you basically have push into every champion in the game as long as you get to touch the wave. And
Mm-hmm.
thanks to her new buff, she definitely can. And when it comes to 2v2, it literally depends on which support fucks up and if I'm not at max range or not. If I'm at max range and Thresh hits a Q or an E, then on either champion, it's basically one because we have Ignite. We basically just burst down the first target. And then as soon as that person's down, then the second person will immediately die due to Jinx reset.
Mm-hmm. So that was really good. I think one small asterisk I like to put like around level 3, if Thresh ever gets a hook, like you said, like your kill potential is actually really good with Ignite. If you can, putting down your traps the second the Q lands so that he can flay into the traps and it's like a longer CC, then I'm like, okay, yeah, the kill's ours. Otherwise, it might be a little bit hard to fully kill from full HP, but we'll see the exact scenarios. And then in terms of junglers, do you think you have a farming jungler or a ganking jungler?
I have a ganking jungler this game.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is Talia is very good at counter ganking,
Mm-hmm.
and especially with Pike and Vayne. Any 3v3s that were initially winning can be very hard at the moment like one person gets CC'd because
Mm-hmm.
their team is very good at counter ganking,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. So that's perfect. The same way you like to play at max range, Talia also likes to play at max range. So if you can't get your engage off within the timer that Talia is at, like she's on your screen, you might end up losing. So
Yeah.
that's kind of my analysis. Other than that, yeah, no, we're not gonna look at solo laners. Yeah, so I'll just start up the game. And then in terms of level ones, I tend to forget this a bit. Are you scared of their invade?
That invade, not so much because level one, if we were to be stacking, then we basically win. The first person who walks up gets Morgana queued into Thresh queue, and we just win the game off of that because Jinx reset.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like me Thresh in Tribush, and then it's Vayne, Talia, and Pike,
Yeah.
then it's a lot different story, bigger
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, I agree. So a lot of pike, I mean, it's not even pike players. Okay, level 1, basically their champions are not the strongest, but whenever there's a hook support involved, they'll look to either invade on one side, so you might not have the stack, which is good that you mentioned when it's just you and Thresh, because that might happen this game. I don't know if it will, but I would be a little bit scared of the level 1. And then if you're not scared, I would recommend careful pinging one time on your jungler, because they tend to die to level 1 hooks pretty often. So let's just move forward with it. Okay, he's playing at decent range too. I think y'all are fine. Okay.
I just want to say this now. I don't want to walk in before the minions meet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to walk in with minions, because if Pike is in the bush, then he can hit a hook on me or Thresh in the bush, and we will just lose level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Some really good pikes will E out of the bush to guarantee a stun on you,
Mm-hmm.
but not a lot of pikes do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if so, I very much doubt that's going to happen, but there are times where it will happen.
Yeah, that's really good. So I'm glad you didn't start walking towards the wave, because this could be like a, in your lane you really want stability. The second there's fighting, I'm like, I'm a little bit, I get a little bit more worried than in usual. Also, okay, so okay, good. The pike ends up showing. If he didn't show, it would be another story. That's honestly, yeah, that's a good trade. The only thing I would say about these kinds of trades is you end up tanking more of the minions than she does, because she's kiting out. She's going this way while you're basically the melees are going to be hitting you for a little bit longer. Usually what I see, especially from pro players, is after these melees are cleared, then they look for like a hard fight angle. So what you did here was good, but it was a little bit preemptive if the Vayne continues contesting the wave. So I like the fighting. It's just make sure that you're not taking too much damage from the minions, because obviously she would prefer to HP trade over you.
I think it does matters less, however, because the more damage she takes is, we have both junglers pathing into us this game, because Talia won't path top lane, and Volibear is also, I mean, we literally see him on the map, he's pathing bot lane.
Yeah.
So the more damage they take, obviously, the less chance that they get to do the counter gank that I was saying earlier, which I think is really useful to us.
Yeah.
So just getting as much poke as possible, even if there's a minion wave and hitting us, it's always more valuable in my opinion.
Yeah, I see it. Only thing is, okay, so I agree with the trading part. Is just when you hit the wave like this, and like there's more minions that are pulled towards you, the minion wave will also push faster towards them. So usually on champions like Vayne, Samira, Tristana, basically champions that are really, really shit early until they get like 3 of the abilities. Vayne a little bit less, but with these champions, they really want the wave to be pushed into them so that they can get their level 3 faster than usual. So the reason why I'm like, is the trade really worth it? It's not the HP itself, it's the wave push. So if you look at the wave right now, you ended up 2-waving, which is okay. It's okay. But in this type of lane, denying them EXP is like top priority. So if you hit them, it lowers the chances of that happening. But the outcome's fine. It's not anything bad. It's just versus these champions, you want to starve them rather than fight them. But if you're looking to invade or you're looking to dive them, what you did was perfect. Okay. So there's 2 different game plans. It's either you're playing for your lane 2v2 and you're just trying to starve them as much as possible, or you're taking HP trades so Volibear comes bot ASAP and you like either fight them, dive them, or invade them. Okay. Okay. versus ward is like kind of bad. Okay. So usually what you see from mid laners is if they don't get priority, they drop a ward level 1 at Raptors. And then if they do get priority, they can get the ward on the second wave after they push it in. Now that you don't have vision of the Raptor entrance, their jungler can just go this way for a cheese gank after three camps, and this ward won't do anything. So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
What I wanted to do this game was get a 2-wave crash into dragging the wave after crash into the third bush, so the one closer to them.
Mhm.
But they ended up warding that bush, so that's not something I can actually do anymore. But that is something I was thinking about doing, but then the ward happened, so I'm a bit like, well.
I see it.
Because I want to pushing into us because obviously Talia, I really don't want her to just be able to get a free gank like you said. And I also can't trust that mid laner is going to ward. So.
So the alternative here wouldn't to be like, so what you said was perfect, like pulling the wave, and then the only thing I'm kind of worried about is you said you wanted them to push into you. So if you let them push into you and they get level 3 first, the Scuttle Crab fight is going to be a lot harder, and you'll have a lot less space to play with. So the reason why I bring up the ward is because you should ward this bush if these Raptors aren't warded, or you should ping toward this bush because of the entrance not actually being warded, and then you can get cheesed. Now, if the Talia decides, okay, let me go all the way around and then goes towards your tri-bush from the blue area and then ganks you, well played, okay? Well played. She did that. She cheesed you. She wasted 45 seconds to come gank you bot. It is what it is, okay? But the safer play is this little word right here, because you'll be able to keep the wave where it is right now and then continue pushing while also like fighting them if they walk up to you. So I'm gonna play it real quick, and I want to see where the wave ends up. Okay, so yeah, the wave, you are pushing the wave.
Possible, I would have liked to poke them more, but it is Pike at the end of the day. I really don't want to get hooked.
Yeah, this is perfect. Like your spacing is good.
Because now Pike has no hook, then I want to try and punish more.
Yes. So right here, okay, this is something Chinese players are really good at doing. On C, okay, so think about it like this. Starving, okay? You want this Vayne to be on Ozempic. So what you have to do is think about every CS that she's going to miss in terms of gold. So she's going to walk up to this minion, right? And Pike has no hook. Right here. Auto the Vayne instead. Because if she has no HP, or if you poke her for more HP, now that Pike's hook is down, then the Vayne, has like, you get it pretty much. Her HP is going to drop by like 60, and then you do it over and over and over again, and she won't be able to lane. Okay, this is good. Okay, so this is what you're talking about. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about this.
He had a good flay, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's... Okay, let me go back. I think the second your Thresh fucks this up, you do have to keep in mind that Talia's farming timer is a lot faster than your Volibear's. So there will be like a 5 to 10 second timer where the Talia will be in your river bush. So losing HP like this, a little bit scary. You have Thresh Lantern, I'm fine with it, but you also have to think long term. How long do you actually want to stay in this lane, ideally? Because this is really important.
Not very long. I literally was just poking them for just so they have no scuttle fight if we were to go to contest it. So That's why I ended up hitting them a little bit more than the wave. I think I should have hit the wave a bit more, but I did have Thresh Lantern, so it was perfectly fine doing so.
So in terms of bases, I'm thinking what type of gold you want to base on. So this game,
1,300.
sorry, go ahead.
1,300.
Exactly, right? So in terms of your goal of staying in lane for this long, do you think the trade itself would be better, or do you think that like backing off after Thresh's abilities would be better? Because this is like a common mistake that a lot of like players make, where it's good to look for the trades, but it's also better for you to keep your conditions up so that you can stay in lane as long as possible. And Jinx is much more of a conditions focused type of champ. If you have no mana, you can't stay in lane, right? So that's what I'm a little bit worried about. But like this is, don't get me wrong, this is like fine. It's just I'm looking for small ways of optimizing the lane. Because if you play versus fuck, what is the name of the EU league? I keep on forgetting.
EU Master.
Yes,
LEC.
Yeah, LEC. Sorry, versus like a EU Master or LEC player, like they will squeeze the shit out of you for this play. Like the Talia will stand in this bush, and then Pike and Vayne should walk this way, and then stand in this bush and make you scared to walk up to the wave. So you have to enter with the volley bear. And so now I'm a little bit more scared for your conditions. Okay, so the Talia, she didn't give a fuck. She went for the Scuttle Crab. Okay. So
I think this sequence is the most depressing thing you'll ever see, by the way.
okay, so one thing that I can do to fix this really quickly for you. So right here, the second you don't see the Talia on your screen, okay, do you think you should continue moving towards the fight, or do you think you should go back to your bot lane?
I think my wave is in a way where it's perfectly fine to move him because it's going to be pushing into me anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Vayne and Pike do not have the actual push to be able to get this out, because not only are they both like half HP, so we're off of vision. If they were to push the wave now randomly, there is a chance that we could be in the tri-bush. And if... Sorry, excuse me.
You're good.
We kept chasing. They do not have the push power after waiting that long to be able to shut the wave in time for the next wave to come.
Okay.
Also because usually what supports will do is, I mean, you know this, as soon as there is a fight in Crab, they're going to just leave. They're just going to go straight towards the jungler. So then it's just going to be Vayne hitting the wave by herself. And she cannot push the wave in time. Even though she has that massive like 30-second window, she will not be able to push it in time. Because she has the wave that's already under her tower right now, and then the second wave that's now coming.
So that's really good. You just like described the whole scenario in my head. There's two things that I find wrong with it. So number one, okay, so if there's a fight that's moving this way, right? So the Talia is never gonna just stand still and fight you guys. If the Talia is right here, right, and she's gonna move this way after the scuttle, is there any chance for you to actually get anything out of this?
I think it's way too dependent on someone else for this player, aka the mid laner.
Yeah.
Compared to relying on myself.
Exactly. So if this play involves your mid laner, what do you think you should do right here if you're gonna go for this play?
Most likely just walk back bot lane, because we're not going to get anything from it. If it's dependent, or we don't know if there's going to be something happening, or we don't know if we're going to get anything from it. So it's better to go for the 100% way of getting resources.
So I agree with that. I agree with the outcome. It's just, if you were to make this, okay, so think about it like this. If you were to make this play again, okay, is there anything you would do differently when you would be moving up here? There's only one thing.
Not really.
No?
I mean,
okay.
I mean, maybe walking straight through into the river compared to walking around.
So it's not your gameplay itself. It's just you have to spam ping your mid laner to move right now. Because, like you said, Yeah, I mean, like you said, like this is always dependent on mid, right? So if that's the case, you have to involve your mid laner. If you don't do that, I don't want you to move. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the number one. And then number two, okay, even though they're not able to push out the wave, you should never give them a timer to slow push here. Okay. So moving is good. So if you were to get, let's say, I don't know, scuttle crab here, I'm okay with you moving, but I want you to move back bot like the second the crab is insured, because the more melee minions you miss worth of EXP, the easier the lane is going to be for them, right? And they already missed, I think they missed one melee in the early game, and they missed like a bunch of CS itself. But like, I never want to, as an ADC, I never want to move for these plays. So I want you to have the same instinct yourself, even in competitive gameplay. If you're playing Jinx, you're never the type of champion to want to like soft hover a scuttle crab fight unless it's like you have a point and click CC and you know there's a fight that's going to happen. Okay. If you don't know that there's a fight that's going to happen, I would much rather stay in lane, because you're not like a Jinx. Or no, sorry. You're not like a Jhin. You're not like a Varus, like an Ashe, Draven. You know what I mean? These champions, they want to involve themselves. Versus you just want to, you know, take it easy, stay in lane as long as possible and scale. So this one is it doesn't end up mattering that much here, but I can see in other scenarios, if you do this, you will lose out on like 2 waves, you know, because imagine your Volibear spam pinging you to like keep chasing the Tilia, and you think that there's a play that's going to happen, you might actually lose more than 1 wave. So that's the worry that comes to mind here. Obviously, I don't think you're going to make that mistake, but I never want you to have the instinct to do something like this.
Yeah.
At least on Jinx.
I hit this and I think it's gonna back off, and then I watch these guys go in, so I'm like, well, fuck, I kind of have to go in now. I don't know flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's what I mean about the wave, though. Like,
I agree with this. It's just
I know it's incorrect to do, but it's like, it's kind of trusting in low master gameplay.
No, I get your like your thought process made a lot of sense. That's why I'm like, I don't have to explain basically like how the bot lane is supposed to play itself out. You got that perfectly. It's just when you're involving yourself with other people on your team, I want you to have a clear plan as to what you want to do. You don't want to stay on the Volibear screen running for Scuttle Crab for more than like 5 or 10 seconds. You know what I mean? So, okay, so right here, important thing, Morgana missed Q, Thresh missed Q. Even if Volibear Q flashes or flash Qs, whatever, you will never be able to catch up to this Tilia unless you flash trap, which definitely would not recommend doing.
Yeah, that is what I was thinking of doing. I'm like, no, I just shouldn't.
No.
Especially in the vein. Like,
No. If you do that, you will be. I mean, it's okay. But also, I'm not even thinking about bot lane right now. But this pike should never have come. By the way,
I completely agree.
Yeah.
Like realistically, what should have happened if like Volibear runs the Tilia off of Crab and then doesn't get it, bases, and then when the wave is pushing to us, me and Thresh then go back bot lane, and then we just starve like Vayne more by pushing her off of the wave and either forcing her to base, which then we can base on a frozen wave, or we would just she stays and we kill her.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why like your 2v2 is like good enough, especially since the Vayne's conditions got fucked. That's why I'm like thinking as well, like even if my Volibear thinks that there's a fight in the river and I don't see the Talia on his screen, at this point, by the way, right now, I'm not moving. I don't give a fuck. Like you could tell me that Jesus Christ is about to rain down and kill this Talia. I'm not moving. Unfortunately, like it's just not happening. So Other than that, it ends up being like fine. Did the Vayne actually base? Oh my god, she based.
She actually braces on that wave.
Wow. Merry Christmas, like to you, I guess.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Jesus.
I can say she walked to the play, walked back and based. By the way.
Wonderful. Okay, so that's really good. But
I only wish I could base here. I mean, I
Mhm.
could have because my Thresh is here and he
Yeah.
held the wave anyway. But like in my head, I'm just like, again, I can't trust him. He's master, you know.
Okay, so how can I help with this? I think the reason why I'm thinking exactly what you're thinking is because once this Thresh commits to coming bot lane and Pike goes top right now and kills your Volibear, if you don't get anything off of this bot play, which right now you're getting gold, right? But it's going to be in your pockets. You won't be able to spend it. Your team is going to be at a net negative. Like you will not be able to cash in until you either unfreeze the wave or you push the wave and crash it immediately. So
Yeah.
even though like I agree, Thresh, he's probably not going to do exactly what you said, but there's a very like clear and cut way in my head. Like if you literally ping like assistance on the wave and type hold, I don't even care if you type anything, just like blue ping a few times and then assist ping on the wave. If he doesn't do the right thing and like holds the wave, that's not really on you, you know.
It's natural selection at that point.
Exactly. Yeah, at that point you just got to do what you got to do. And for me, like the base is it's like so vital right here for you to continue playing your lane out. And then obviously the Volibear dying is also one of my concerns, so that's why I brought that up. I think, I mean, this Vayne loses a lot. Okay, actually I need to know if the Talia based, because okay, so one thing I'm really worried about right now, because you've just locked yourself into staying into lane.
Yeah.
The Talia is going to be way faster than Volibear on her camps, right? So Talia and Pike will have a timer bot lane before your Volibear has a timer, but you need help. You need help pushing out your wave, even 2v2 at this point, because if the Vayne is human, right now she's not going to lose all of her HP. I don't know if she does it, but she shouldn't do anything until her Pike shows on the wave, and then they should start fighting you like HP for HP. You know, the same thing you told me level 1 about any fight or like any trade is good applies right here a lot. Like this is the exact same situation but reversed. Because she doesn't want you to base, you want to base, but you're at a disadvantage because of your jungler. So okay, this Pike is taking a little bit longer than I thought. Okay. So I see what's going on. Okay, so
one look at a low master Thresh.
no, this is impressive. Okay, so this is a bit more advanced, but I want you to think about this Thresh's movements as like kind of a language. So usually on bot lane, what I've seen you and the Thresh do for most of this lane, the same line, right? Y'all were playing on the same line, unless he looked for a hook and missed, obviously. But other than that, he's usually standing on the same line. The second I see my Thresh going forward, I'm like, there's something wrong, you know? There's something wrong in his head because he doesn't realize that right here, unless you can, I mean, even, I'm not gonna lie, even trading HP like for equal HP is not good for you. You don't want to trade anything actually. So if the Vayne is able to space your Thresh and he's walking forward, here I want you to like spam caution ping on his head because this is gonna lose you the lane. I'm not even joking. This is not.
I fully agree.
Yeah.
Like
because this is, you haven't even gotten your first base in, if on the your first sequence on the map you lose out, the next sequences after are not going to be easier. You know what I mean? Like especially to 1v1.
Yeah.
And this game, there's a pretty high chance there's a fight at Grubs as well. So your Thresh is gonna move. But yeah, I mean, watching this, I feel bad like for you because this is
See, the thing is, like, I feel like I have to commit onto this because he would just be killing himself for no reason. Like,
okay, think about
I
it.
feel like I should be spamming him. Don't get
Yes.
me wrong. I should be fully spamming him to get off. But when he's past the line of the minions, there's no going back for him. You know what I mean?
Okay, so think about it like this. I agree with you to a point because now it's been 2 times since your teammates have made mistakes and you've told me I feel like I have to follow them. Remember at Raptors? If they're making mistakes, right? And you are losing something from that mistake. So right now, okay, I'm going to play it. Look at what you miss out on.
Yeah, I know I miss cannon.
Yeah.
Pain.
So right now, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Like I don't give a flying fuck if this Thresh wants to die. It's going to be bad for you. Don't get me wrong. Okay. He already made the mistake.
If he dives, I get dived. So
yeah, exactly. But think about it like this. Can you ever kill the Vayne from this HP?
yes, but not in time for Pike to get.
Yeah, exactly. Pike is also coming, right? So even then, like I'm really worried about this because Vayne has all sums, right? So
Yep.
I'm not looking for a fight here. I'm actually not. I'm looking for these minions no matter what. So
Yep.
at this phase of the game, the second you locked yourself into staying to lane, I want you to think like fight off the limits. I don't give a fuck. Okay. This is Mickey X and he's paying you to go forward. You know you want this cannon. Okay. You know you want this. Do not let people mind control you. This is what's going to lose you games. Because literally both of the sequences where you lost out was not your play. It was absolutely not. It was your Volibear's play, and now it's your Thresh's play. Okay? So you are also complicit, though. When you click forward and you move into this 1v2, even though you have a numbers advantage, you know that this is not going to really go well. You don't see Pike on your screen. This wave is decently big. You still want to CS it. And there's another wave that's coming out from base, right? So all of the factors are pointing towards no fighting. But then he walks forward. So then you feel the need to overcompensate, sorry. This is a habit that you need to work on, okay?
It's a really big habit that has lost me at least like 4 of my 5 games. In the past couple of days.
I know because I have gone through the exact same fucking thing. Like, trust me, it's not easy. Like, you would assume that the Thresh knows how to play his champion, right? You would assume that.
Oh no, I never. if it's specifically a Thresh player that isn't either D4. For some reason, D4 Threshers are so good. I have no idea why.
Right.
It's either if it's not a D4 Thresh or a Challenger Thresh, I immediately see it locked in, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna probably have to play 2v1.
Yeah. So, well, that also points towards not wanting to fight with this guy. But regardless, like, I get it. You're in game. You're in the mindset of like, if he's fighting, like, there's probably a good reason. But I want you to realize, like, nobody knows better than you what you want to do with your wave. Like, this Thresh has no idea. Do you think he knows anything about waves? Like, no. Honestly, like, I'm not even trying to be mean. This is not even being mean. This is like literally he doesn't understand. So he's not doing this out of ill will. Remember what I told you earlier? Like, they're not inting you out of ill will. So you shouldn't like feel the need to care for their mental, A lot of players feel like if their Thresh does this and you don't follow up on it, they're going to tilt off the face of the earth. You know what's more tilting? Losing a game.
True.
So don't trap yourself in this like a sunk cost fallacy of like, I have to be with this guy because he's in my game and I don't want him to tilt. No. At the end of the day, I want you to be the best player that you can be, not be the best follow up to this Thresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you get it. So, Nice. So at the very least, you got the kill. So I'm not happy, but I'm.
The only good thing here is remember how I said Pike can't push out a wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I see Thresh like where he is, and I see this wave coming in, so I'm just like I can just stay for BF sword here. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What he's doing is really good, by the way. I have not seen a support actually do that in a while, but he fucks it up anyway.
Okay, well, I do hate to say it, but this wave was pushing into them, so Pike doesn't have to touch this wave.
Yep.
So he's just creeping the fuck out of cities.
Yep.
Okay, well, whatever. I'll take it. So unironically, you end up winning out. But we'll take it. Like that. It is what it is. But now you are in a push out situation. Actually, let me see if Tilia showed. She doesn't. Okay, so by this point,
I know Talia's bot lane.
I
100%.
I do
Like-
agree with that. It's just wait, where's the Vayne? Oh no, she showed. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Are they cheating? Okay. So, wow. Vayne is trying to not make it obvious at all. Okay, like I don't know what the fuck to say. Like, what is this? What is this? Okay. Think about it like this, right? The Pike, I think he ends up taking his base, okay? Because he's not in lane for a very long time.
Yeah, no, you know, he does, yeah.
You're right. So, thinking about why this Vayne is playing like this, okay? Why is the Vayne even like on your screen right now? There's only one reason.
She's being supported from behind.
Yeah. There's no other like she can't auto these minions, you know what I mean? There's no reason for her to do this. If anything, I would like her to be in this bush and sap EXP from max range. I'm okay with that. But you would never feel confident enough as the Vayne to like walk up and then walk back. This is just so weird. So
I mean, I know that the Pike and Talia is here.
mhm.
However, I know because I'm a Jinx with BF sword and I still have a cookie that like no matter what we would win this 3v3. Because like all Thresh has to do, and this is trusting a Thresh player in low mana. I know that's criminal enough, right?
Yeah.
But like all Thresh has to do is walk into their faces and like just throw a lantern at the volley bear, and the volley bear just comes in, and then the fight is immediately won. Luckily, he does that, but like I know that I can take this fight even if it's 3v3, like no matter what. So,
Okay.
which is why I'm comfortable walking up as I did. Like even if there's no one there, I would be doing the same thing. I would just be walking her and pushing her off of XP range.
Okay, but there's one thing I feel like something very wrong happened in this 3v3, but hold on. Let me see. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Okay, so number one, Pike did not queue. He walked out of the bush and got his Q canceled by Thresh. Okay?
Yeah.
So number one, Pike didn't use his Q correctly. Number two, Talia did not combo at all your Thresh that is half HP right now, and she missed her entire combo, okay? I'm not even joking when I say this. If this Thresh, okay, does this on my screen, he should die 100% of the time.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
So right here, when I see him doing this, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? And then I see this in about 2 seconds, and I'm like, how the fuck is he not dead?
That's why I click back, because I think, oh, player's over, and then he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm like, okay, well, I just take this fight then.
So, okay, two things. You adapted really well. I like the click back, and then you were just immediately ready to fight the second he didn't die. So this is amazing. Only thing is, the higher you go, the less likely this is to happen. Okay. So whenever there are plays like this that your teammates are making, personally, okay, if I saw my Thresh doing this, walking into the second bush, even the second bush I'm a little bit scared of, because if the Pike is here, he's gonna hook in E, and then Vayne condemns Talia combo, he's dead. You know, this bush was scary for me already. So I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Ignore the fact that the Vayne condemned the Thresh into the bush, by the way, instead of the actual wall.
That's wow. Okay, so yeah, so a couple of things. I would definitely not go for this play. Even though I would lose out on this play in this game if I were you. You know when people say like it's the principle that matters, you know?
Yeah.
This is the type of thing that I'm like, you ended up winning out on this play, but it was not because your Thresh did a good thing. It was because they were bad. So
Yep.
I'm fine with you doing like, you know, you following up on plays that might not be the best because of the like the caliber of players you're versus right now. I understand that. But let me tell you, like GM Challenger, this is not happening. Your Thresh is dying and your wave is going to be stuck.
Yeah.
So that's another time where your team just baited you into a bad fight, but it ended up like being good. So my number one teller, like yeah, like you said, like the number one tell for this was that your Thresh didn't instantly die. So the adapt was good. But really good. Okay, so you did what I wanted you to do, which was between your autos you press W. Yeah, there's nothing else. So you push your wave. Okay, yeah. So right here, if your Volibear hits Drake, let me actually just play it and see what you do. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Like, I know this is gonna be a master player talking about tempo, so I could be completely wrong. However, there is no play for me to do Drake. We've already done that play. I literally just need to base. Because if I'm not basing there, I come onto the map at a fucking horrendous time.
Yes.
And it's just really bad.
Yes, I completely agree. That's exactly what I was looking for. Because, okay, sometimes, right, your jungler is going to ping for assistance, okay? And if you follow up and you lose like an entire wave, okay, because the Vayne is literally going to be on the wave as you're casting your recall, you're going to be the one that's losing out again.
Yep.
So I'm glad you didn't go for the play, but again, your Volibear didn't try to like entangle you in this dragon play. But I just want you to like, it's good. You thought about the tempo itself, so I think that's completely fine. Okay, so
even though I'm ahead, I don't want to walk up to this wave at all.
Yes.
Where my Thresh is positioning, and also just because there's loads of minions in the wave.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay, good. Because this is like a basic of like contesting versus not contesting. You can't contest once the wave is this big. So I'm glad you did that. And then, okay, I'm going to do like the next two waves and then I think we're going to have to wrap it up because I have a session literally right after this.
Yeah, it's fine, alright.
Okay, well, the CSing was good and then Thresh did that.
So I'm fine with supports taking minions. I can't take it when supports will hit the minions just before they're about to die, and then they die to like other minions. That's when I fucking hate that. I can't stand that. That kills me more than anything else.
Yeah.
Like you can fuck up mechanically. I'm fine with that. I understand mistakes happen. You hit a minion as it's dying to another minion, bro. That's me gone. That's me being like tilted for the rest of the game.
I mean, yeah, literally. I agree with that. That would literally lock me out of the game, but you got the waves, got this, got that. Okay. Actually, wait, did your Thresh just get a support item? He did, right? Okay. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna tell you what this Thresh's job should be because it doesn't seem like he understands it himself. Whenever supports get their support item, they always want to drop their wards and then base immediately. So your Thresh staying here and
is really in.
Yeah, it's really, really fucking in because what should happen is he should base, and then on the next mid wave out of base, he opens mid, gets full river vision, or like full aggressive vision right now, so you can go through the river safely, and then comes back to bot so that you can play. If you don't do that, you're opening yourself up on the next clear timer for Talia to ult on you. If the Hui moves defensively, he can also do that. But basically, like, you're a little bit more vulnerable on this timer because he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And then do this play. Okay.
To be fair, I should not be hitting it for as long as I did. Also, I was really hoping the Thresh was going to tank that.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, I mean,
like, if he tanks that pike hook, I think I do actually just 1v9 this, but he didn't, which is like really unfortunate. But the Vayne condemn, man.
Yeah, this is pretty unfortunate. Okay, so what you did was like a very, very. It's not high. It's not. It's because the reason why this is so bad is because of what I said earlier. So basically, you don't have the aggressive vision to be able to make these plays. Usually, versus champions that have gap closers like Nocturne R, Talia R, Pantheon R, you want to be able to ward their camps itself. So usually, Thresh will ward this area, okay? And then he'll ward this. The only thing you need to be worried about is a Krug, Talia ult, and then that one's a lot easier to think about because if you see the Talia on Raptors, you either see her crossing topside or you see her on the Raptors, so you can play. But right here, you are making a... Like, you are trusting in your Thresh for this 2v3, okay? Right now, do you trust your Thresh in this 2v3?
Do I even have to say it?
I mean, yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm thinking, like, your thought process for the game is really good. It's just the second things get, like, a little tense, I feel like you tend to like let go of your hold of the game. So right now, up until now, like there was a few plays where your team made plays. One of them was better in terms of results. The two of them were really bad. But right here, you're making your own play, okay? And in this play, your Thresh either has to stand here, okay, and play with you, tank the hook, okay? Because the second he committed to standing here, he can no longer walk here and lantern you, right? If Talia ults on you.
Like,
okay.
In my mind, it would have been better for him to tank the hook because Volibear's like on his way, and then W the Volibear into the fight. Because then that's like a completely one fight, and I don't think anyone dies from that. But then he... I don't know. Well, no, I mean, I shouldn't be like looking at his mistakes anyway. Like, I shouldn't be here in the first place. Like, I didn't have the vision for it.
I need to see if Thresh has flash. Okay, no. If he doesn't have flash, he's instantly dead, I fear, unfortunately. Because your Volibear is not even on your screen. So let me replay it. The second pike hooks. So right now, okay, instead of you, Thresh ends up here. Talia is going to be here in about like 1 second. EW, and then he'll instantly die. Volibear is not close enough to make this play. So
I mean, I shouldn't be looking at what he's doing anyway. Like this play is all my fault anyway. I shouldn't be walking up to this wave. Like the most I can get when it's like down to being greedy is just get the plate and move immediately after. Like just ignore the wave. We don't know what Talia is. We should just be leaving.
Yeah, but I agree with that. I think if you're insistent on making this play, you have to ping your Thresh to walk back and like literally lantern you. Because if that doesn't happen and you continue this, like you will die no matter what. So you can make this play. This is you made this within the bounds of what should be possible. The other plays that your teammates made, maybe not too much, you know. So do you have any? I think I'm gonna actually wait. Do you have questions about what we went over?
Not really. I just need to actually just like stop listening to people because no ego. I am smarter than these people.
No, that's not ego. That's not ego. That's a like. Okay, I'm not even trying to like be like weird about it. It's a fact. Like I don't know how else to explain it. The way you explain things. Okay, I guarantee you. If I asked the same questions to Volibear or Thresh, do you think they would answer the same way?
Nope.
Exactly. So you have to act the way you know. Like that made no sense, but you get what I mean. You know, like
yeah.
You have the knowledge, so you have to back it up in game. You have the ability to change these games for the better. So I want you to have the confidence to do that. Okay. And it'll come with experience. Okay. I'm not saying building confidence is not easy. So, you know, that's definitely a fallacy. But